The Shanghai Fashion Week has kicked off with a comprehensive showcase calendar and sideline events on sustainability and creativity. As a number of Chinese fashion brands make waves both at home and overseas, we feature two trailblazing designers in Shanghai to find out more about their design inspiration.
Getting ready for the first presentation of his autumn-winter collection. Li Jing may look young, but the 30-year-old designer has already been running his own fashion label for 7 years, one that has gained international recognition.
Some may have a preconceived notion about the work of young Chinese designers. Some may expect it to be a bit aggressive and ostentatious, as opposed to relatively restrained and precise.
In 2016, Li Jing got a full sponsorship to present his work at the Milan Men's Fashion Week. There he surprised his European audience with a style that was described as essential and rigorous, yet modern and original.
There are a few key words to define my brand. The first is restraint. This probably has to do with me being Chinese. There is a relative system of restraint in our culture. We are not very showy with many things, but another characteristic of my work is openness, which is probably an influence from my experience studying overseas.
Li says a new generation of Chinese designers is getting more active in the international fashion scene. He says the domestic market is also warming up to indie brands. More and more homegrown fashion designers in China now are looking back to traditional Chinese culture for inspirations. And while Jun Li's interpretation of his cultural root is more subtle, some are also playing out the Chinese elements very openly. Michelle Wu, for example, is an established haute couture brand in China that specializes in embroidery. From the satin fabrics to the loose tailoring, every detail in every piece of garment aims to reflect a traditional aesthetic.
The past decade has been a prime time for traditional fashion. More Chinese people are showing appreciation for it, not only by buying a piece of garment, but also by getting it customized. It's a really good trend.
Despite their contrasting styles, both Li Jing and Michelle Wu agree that it's a good time for homegrown designers. And with the size and intricacies of China's market, industry insiders say they only expect further growth and diversity. Shi Mengqi, CGTN, Shanghai.